Yep. So did you hear about Hideo Kojima?
What'd he do that's stupid this time?
So, you know how he said that Metal Gear Solid Phantom Pain will be his last Metal Gear?
Uh-huh.
Well, I think what he was originally quoted as saying was it'll be the last Metal Gear, but that's not what he meant. And maybe he's an idiot and he said that, or whatever. What he meant was it'll be the last Metal Gear that he works on. And now there's like a bunch of shit that's happening with Konami where he is no longer on their board of directors, and he is no longer credited as executive producer on any of the promotional materials of the Phantom Pain, where he was credited before. So, like, it sounds like he might actually be not working on any more Metal Gear games.
Okay, whatever. I don't, like, care about Metal Gear anymore since they...
Yeah, since they did our homie David Hayter like that.
Yeah.
Fucking you replace my homie David Hayter with fucking Kiefer Sutherland. Nah, man, I ain't playing your game.
It's so weird. It's
such a douchey thing to do. Like, whatever, maybe you want to replace a voice actor with a different voice actor, but, like, call David Hayter up and be like, hey, man, we know you're probably expecting us to hire you for Phantom Pain, and while we appreciate what you've done for our series and everything, we have decided that for this game, we would prefer to go with a voice actor with a different quality to his voice because we want to do a certain thing or whatever in the story, you know? Whatever. Just be nice about it.
Yeah,
don't just like not call him at all.
Tell him anything.
Yeah.
He just didn't get rehired for next game.
Like, and some people might make the argument, well, that's just business. It's not, you know, like, it's not buddy. Like, it's fucking business. You just make a game and hire who you want to hire, and you don't have to do that. Yeah, you don't have to, but like, I'm sure that the people doing the ADR for Metal Gear are like a bunch of the same people all the time. And I'm sure one of them knows David Hayter well enough that they could be considered friends or at least professional, you know, like acquaintances. And in my opinion, when somebody's had that degree of involvement, yeah, whatever. If David Hayter had been in one game, he obviously would not expect you to necessarily call him back. He was Solid Snake. It's like if suddenly, I don't remember the Mario guy's name, but you know the adorable Mario guy who's always played Mario and everything in America? What if they suddenly just got fucking Danny DeVito to be Mario?
Yeah.
And just didn't tell that guy? That would be douchey, right? Like, that'd be so douchey. This dude has given you so much. He's like... And David Hayter, like... I believe David Hayter, even though he's really expensive as an actor, I think that he has, like, worked for relatively cheap... Like, he might have worked for, like, Scale or something on a lot of the Metal Gear stuff, just so that he could do it, you know? Like, he's just willing to do that, to be involved in it. So, like, you know, in that case, when the dude is basically just, like, giving you his talent and making you a shitload of money... Like you gotta have some respect for that.
He's fucking Solid Snake.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
he is Solid Snake. Like,
he's one of the.
Whenever anybody's like doing Metal Gear Solid, you know, when everybody's like today, one of our reps, he was like the Asus rep or something, who was in the store for some reason. His phone rang and it was the Metal Gear codec, and I was like, "This is Snake," and he was like, "Oh man, yeah!" Like. That's the thing that you do. You do David Hayter's voice as Solid Snake. That's the thing about Metal Gear Solid. It's a guy in a bodysuit crawling around in air ducts going, Metal Gear!
Yeah.
That's what Metal Gear Solid is.
D.
Hi, D. What's a Russian gunship doing here? It's awesome. It's ridiculous and over the top and awesome.
Fuck you, Framerate. He's a pillar of video game history.
Yeah.
You can't just axe him.
Yeah.
And pretend like nothing happened.
Whatever. If you don't want him to play Snake anymore, you want Snake to sound like a different guy because he's old now or whatever. Whatever. But, like, maybe have David Hayter be somebody else because he's a voice actor. Have it just professional courtesy. Just be like, hey, David Hayter, you want to make a cameo in this game or something? You know? You want to be Flashback Snake? Or whatever? You know there's some goddamn flashbacks in Phantom Pain.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
But let's not pretend that Hideo Kojima has not made some retarded-ass decisions.
I'm pretty sure, like, Metal Gear Solid 3 was supposed to be his last Metal Gear.
Oh yeah, he's been saying that forever. Metal Gear Solid 4 was the end of Solid Snake's story. It's pretty definitively the end because, like, he decides what he's going to do for the rest of his days at the end of that game.
Yeah.
It makes it sound like he committed suicide, and then if you watch 5 more minutes, he didn't. But he's gonna go, like, live on an island with Otacon and Sunny and die, basically, is his plan. Like, not in a sad way, and I don't know how much time I have left, so I'm just gonna go have fun with my friends for the rest of my life, is the decision he makes, basically. He's just like, I'm gonna go be Sunny's grandpa or whatever.
When is Phantom Pain?
Man, you don't even know who
Pain
Sunny
place?
is, bro. Holy shit. Phantom Pain is supposed to come out, like, this year. Like, they're ramping up for it.
When does it, like, take place?
Oh, it's in the 80s. It's about Big Boss.
Oh,
It's,
okay.
it's more Metal Gear. It's more Snake Eater stuff.
Cool.
Which is what every Metal Gear thing since Metal Gear Solid 4 has been. Like, Metal Gear Solid 4 was definitively, like I was just saying, the end of Solid Snake's story. Like, the present time, Metal Gear Solid 1, that guy in that game is done with
cool
stuff.
I liked Peace Walker a lot as some random portable game.
Yeah, Peace Walker is good. We gotta play Metal Gear Solid 4.
Yeah.
We're gonna do Metal Gear as part of this, because Metal Gear Solid 1 is very solidly in both of our minds as one of those games that had a big impact on us. So basically, it's probably gonna turn into us doing a Let's Play of every Metal Gear Solid game.
Probably.
So that'll be cool. Those games are super great. I always enjoy the experience of playing through those.
And I have them on, well, I mean, now we both have them, but I've never played the HD remakes.
Yeah, we should... I have played Twin Snakes, which is the HD, I guess, well, not really HD because the GameCube couldn't output an HD, but it's the updated remake of Metal Gear Solid that was made for the GameCube. And in my opinion, having played both of them, Metal Gear Solid, the original PlayStation version, is better.
Just because of the over-the-top.
There's a couple things that are different about Twin Snakes. One is they have really over-the-top cutscenes that are like, I mean, they're fine. They're silly and funny, and they fit the tone of the series and stuff. Like, it's not, anything different than what you see in later Metal Gear games or anything. But it's kind of weird to see those in that game because that's so not what that game was to that degree anyway. And then also, they re-recorded all of the voices because apparently if you listen in like really good headphones or whatever to the Metal Gear Solid voices,
you can hear like the street outside
you can
whatever.
Like they didn't soundproof their studio super well or whatever when they were doing the English ADR for that. So you can hear like cars driving around outside or whatever sometimes. It's still really good quality, like it's fine, there's nothing actually wrong with it. And they're fine. They did a good job with the re-recordings, but they changed a couple of things, like Naomi's not British and Mei Ling is not Chinese, which is the canon. Like that's what Naomi's like American in Metal Gear Solid 4, if I remember correctly. So they went with that as the canon thing. But whatever, those two things are fine. Like the cutscene thing and the re-recorded voices, like honestly it's kind of like having the canon voices be around would be kind of nice in the original game if you could just like switch to what Naomi's supposed to actually sound like or whatever. That'd be cool. But whatever. The reason I say play Metal Gear Solid on the PlayStation is because I think it's a better game. What they did was with the gameplay of Twin Snakes is they retrofitted Metal Gear Solid 2's engine onto the levels from Metal Gear Solid 1, and it's really weird and awkward, and some of the sequences are super hard for no reason.
Yeah.
Whereas Metal Gear Solid 1 is pretty good. Like, it's... I would never say that Metal Gear Solid as a series has great gameplay, but I would say that Metal Gear Solid 1's feels more tight and, like, balanced and, I mean, honestly, just easier, and that's what you want in a Metal Gear Solid game, is for it to just be kind of easy to get through, because you're mostly just in it for the cutscenes.
Yeah.
You're mostly just there for the story. So, yeah, that's why I would say play the original. And also, I just think that in my fetishized, weird memory of it, I think that the original does a better job of capturing the cool, like, Alaskan freezing cold, like, isolation, loneliness stuff. What's that?
That was a hellish nightmare I was in.
Yeah. You have awoken from your nightmare?
I've awoken to Act 2 of my nightmare.
Yeah. But yeah, I think that's obviously because of the nostalgia thing that we're doing. We're gonna, for this Let's Play the PlayStation version.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, that's fine.
The main thing that I think is that was really cool about Twin Snakes that they added was, instead of the default ending, I'm pretty sure this is something that they added. I don't think it's in the original Metal Gear Solid. You can get multiple endings, and they're all almost identical, except that... So normally, when at the end of Metal Gear Solid 1, you like ride off into the tundra on a snowmobile with Meryl on the back of your thing, and it's dumb because it's just like the Meryl love story is super stupid. Meryl's like she's a stupid character and annoying, and it's like, why does Snake have to get a girl, you know? Like, it's so dumb. He's clearly not gonna like actually end up with this chick, so whatever, you know, I don't care about this. A different ending you can get is Otacon is on the back of the snowmobile with you, and that's
a lot more sense.
That's people's it makes more sense, and it's like everybody loves that. Like, that's the fanon, is that Otacon that's the canon ending in a lot of fans' minds, and David Hayter even. Somebody asked him one time which ending do you prefer, and he was like, fucking Otacon bromance for sure, man.
Because, like, that's what ends up happening, basically.
Yeah, I mean, that's what canonically ends up happening.
It's like what the...
Like, in Metal Gear Solid 4...
Solid 2 is...
In Metal Gear Solid 4, the thing is, like, Otacon is just bros for life with Snake. Like, he'll follow him to the ends of the earth. He's just, like, when Snake decides to go live out the rest of his days in retirement and die, Otacon's like, I'll go with you and document the end of your days.
Yeah.
Like, that's what I'm gonna go
document
do.
them.
That's what he says. He says, I'm gonna document the last days of the most powerful man on Earth, or whatever, you know, like, you're super important. Not just to me, but to the whole world, so. And you encounter Meryl in Metal Gear Solid 4, and there's, like, weird tension between her and Snake, because basically she left him, is what happened. For some reason, like, she just noped out of being around him anymore for some reason. It's really unclear why and stuff. And she ends up with Johnny, her, like, blonde, handsome friend. The guy who's always pissing himself in every Metal Gear game. The like, genome soldier guy who's always peeing his pants or whatever. That guy is the guy that Meryl fucks.
Oh, nice.
Ultimately. Yeah.
How do I surmount this?
Can you roll through it?
Maybe I can just get under it?
Yep.
Oh,
I'm a genius. Oh, lol.
Oh, God.
Mommy! No, Mommy!
Don't do it again! Good thing we have totally legit save states.
Yep. I'm excited for you to play Metal Gear Solid 4 because you've never played that before.
Yeah, I've played a first hour of it.
Everybody's played the first hour of it. Everybody has a friend who had a PS3.
Man, fuck this.
Yeah, fuck that. What the fuck?
Okay.
You're stupid. Why are you jumping at the wrong time? Like, there you go. Jesus, how stupid are you? I feel like your shitty reaction times to things are screwing you right now. You've got to be faster about getting off of it at the top there.
I'm just so pleased that I'm up there.
You got no rhythm. Drummer. Guy. This is why you can't get the ladies. This right here.
So why can't you get the ladies?
What are you talking about? I get all the ladies. They just go away after a
That's not how I
while.
remember it.
I can't even talk right now watching this shit. There you go. Goddamn. Make a fucking save state when you get to a safe spot. I don't want to watch that again. Jesus.
That was super smooth. That was only like literally 60 seconds of that.
You need to... Oh, there you go. This is so stupid.
The physics of this are not very good.
Fall right on that. Spike right up your ass.
Metal up your ass.
I love that my false remembrance of metal up your ass was that Lars Ulrich said that, but it was fucking Kirk Hammett who said that. That's hilarious. Because Kirk Hammett is he's so, hey guys, how's it going? He's like Prince or something, like.
Yeah.
Metal up your ass!
Man, it doesn't make
Bro.
any sense that those go like behind something and then you can't see where they are.
You got a roll right there, bro.
Ticket. That thing is not okay.
Whatever that was. What the fuck? What the fuck is that? It's like a bear in a straitjacket.
And then it like sends its belly after you.
It's like a bear in a straitjacket
It's like a
with that
man-bear
like
pig.
mouth mask. Yeah, half man, half bear, and half pig. I'm super cereal.
Fuck off, caterpillars.
Man, like this time tomorrow night, we're gonna be seeing John Mulaney
Yeah.
concert. That'll be cool.
Oh yeah. Fuck yeah. I'm the best.
She is so fucked up.
Wait, what?
She
This is strange.
calls
Oh god.
the head the top part.
That's gonna be bad. How do I... Oh.
That was supposed to happen.
That was a scripted
You
event.
better save state, son. Scripted event. How?
I'm new in town.
I am homeless. I am gay. I have AIDS. I'm new in town.
I'm a proud Asian woman.
I am a proud Asian American woman. I'm a tiger mom. I wasn't offended as a little boy getting confused with a lady. I was offended as a lady taking this bullshit from this misogynist pig.
Oh boy, more of this shit.
Why is everything purple underwater now?
Because it's purple water, bro. It's fruit of grape. That's not what I want to
Get
do.
that fruit of grape.
Y'all gonna give me a bubble. Y'all gonna give me a bubble right now. Oh,
It's like you got mind control over them. They tell you to shut up, and they leave. You be talking again.
life.
That is such a good joke. That movie has so many of those, like...
You're gonna give me a bubble. You're gonna give me a bubble.
Man, you know I want some Kool-Aid.
Give me a bubble. You're gonna give me a bubble. That is some bullshit.
There are a million bubbles.
This is not one that works.
You're going down, like, into the nerve compound.
Look that fire thing.
I wanted to say something from Evangelion, but I couldn't remember, like, a thing someone says.
Get in the fucking
Get in the
robot.
fucking robot, Shinji. That boy ain't right, I tell you what. That was the best Tumblr thing. Fucking Hank Hill standing next to Gendo Ikari. That boy ain't right, I tell you what. The person even spelled it like H-W-A-T. What?
That's Pin Pin, our penguin pet? Is that something someone says?
Yeah. You know, something weird is that I've never looked up Evangelion hentai, but I bet you there's some good stuff out there.
With them like children.
No, I'm talking about like Misato. Misato's like 30. She's right there in the fuck zone.
The weird. So, I'm pretty
But I bet
sure,
you there's a bunch of weird stuff with her, like doing it with Shinji or whatever.
I think that Japan's age of consent
Is like
is
12.
different than here, and they like.
Is that why it's okay to think that some 16-year-old high school chick is hot?
I think maybe yes.
I mean, let's be real for a second, Eek. You ready to be real with me for a second? Can you honestly tell me that there are no hot 16-year-olds?
That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that's illegal.
Yes, it's illegal, but by saying, man, that 16-year-old is fucking hot, is not saying, man, I'm going to go bang that 16-year-old.
True.
Those are not the same thing at all.
But
Like, so we've been watching Harry Potter recently. We've been watching through the Harry Potter movies. And, you know, Emma Watson is fine. But without looking it up, do you think that you started to think she was hot when it was appropriate for you to think that? Or do you think she was probably like about 16 or 17 when you started to think she was hot?
you know.
She's probably about... I bet she was like 15.
It's not a question of like that's not the issue. The issue is simply that that age for a variety of reasons is like out of bounds.
Yeah, I mean, but the thing is, like,
And
when it's
Japan,
really
it's
close, like, yes, it's fucked up to like if you're like 28, it'd be weird, and not just because it's
No,
illegal to bang a
stop that.
16-year-old. Like, the reason you don't want to bang a 16-year-old is they're not like a fully developed person yet. So it's like you're taking advantage of someone, you know, like you're taking advantage. Like, if you're a 28-year-old and you don't even have to be like a really good person, you just have to like show interest in a 16-year-old, and they think that's great or whatever, you know, like they're just swept up in this whole older dude thing or whatever.
Yeah.
You can just easily take advantage of that and like their poor decision making and stuff. So like that's why it's bad. That's why it's actually bad. But like, what's the cutoff? Like, what's the actual cutoff? Because I would argue if you're like 40 and you go bang an 18-year-old, that's the same thing. Like, an 18-year-old is like way less mentally developed than you, and you're basically taking advantage of them, even though it's legal. You know, like I think the cutoff is like 25 or something. Like, I think until you're like an actual adult, which is like an age that varies for a lot of people, you know, like there's fucking 17-year-olds who are fucking hardcore experienced humans who've been through some shit and can make some fucking decisions. And then there's like, you know, 30-year-olds who are man children, you know, like.
Yeah, I think it technically depends. Fuck. I think it technically depends largely on the individual.
Yeah.
It's just like you have to kind of arbitrarily make a number.
Yeah.
Otherwise, some bad shit's gonna happen.
Otherwise, there'd be some super annoying dumb court cases where people are like arguing about the definitions of things and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. Emma Watson is hot as fuck, though. Jesus Christ.
And now,
She's like, you know, Louis C.K. has that bit where he's like, man, fucking Scarlett Johansson is the kind of hot where I don't even jerk off to her. I like her too much. Like, I don't want to think about her like that. That's how hot she is. That's what I think about Emma Watson.
go down the fucking hole. Fuck. Why wouldn't he go down the hole? I bet he would only go down the hole in other situations.
You could tell that you wanted to go down the hole, and he was like, hey.
Get in your hole. Back in your hole.
Isn't that a thing that they say in Gears of War? Don't they go, back in your hole?
Probably.
When you kill a locust sometimes.
E-hole. We gotta
Emergence
we gotta
hole.
close the e-holes.
Man, you remember in Gears of War 1 when that Asian dude dies? And it's supposed to mean something at all?
The captain or
But
whatever.
yeah, the captain guy, who nobody, like, you don't know him at all. Like, you haven't gotten to know him in any way. And he's been kind of a douche, even. And then he dies, and it's in slow motion, and there's like an Enya song playing or whatever, and you're clearly supposed to feel something about that.
I mean, Dom dying was also pretty ridiculous.
Yeah, but I can see what they're trying to do with Dom dying.
Yeah.
You know, because you got to know him way
In
better.
the first
and
game,
his
it's
wife
like
and
Chad
stuff.
or whatever.
Yeah.
It's like some dude.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what?
Brad
Yeah.
and fucking. There's
Trigun.
what Ike is referring to is there's this episode of the anime Trigun where there's this random character in an episode named Brad, and he's not anything at all. Like, he's barely a person, and then he dies, and he's like, Vash runs over to him, the main character runs over to him and is like holding him in his arms, and he's like crying, and he's like, no, Brad! And it's like, what? Like, you don't even know this guy. Like, how do you know I think that might have been the only time anybody even said his name or whatever. Like, that show is good.
Yep.
That show has a really good theme song.
Yeah.
That's how
It's
it
got
goes.
like okay art.
Yeah, I mean, I would argue that it's pretty good art.
Some of it is a little bit wonky.
Yeah, but I mean, like, you could say that about most anime. Like, if you take an individual... Like, there are individual frames in, like, Samurai Champloo that are a little bit wonky sometimes.
I feel like it's still like average.
Yeah. Man, do you remember the show Outlaw Star? Do you remember how we watched all of that one time? Do you remember how that
yes.
show is like way not as good as it should have been? But
We watched the
Aisha
whole
Clan
thing.
Clan is hot in it.
Oh yeah,
Suddenly now you remember everything about it.
I remember.
I say Aisha Clan Clan and you're like, oh.
that movie, or I don't remember like anything else about it. So there was
It's
like
just like an anime about a guy who has a spaceship and he goes around doing stuff. And Aisha Clan Clan
the
was
one
an
with the-
alien chick. She was a Katarl.
is that the one with the ley lines or whatever?
There were ley lines in it, yes. The
They
galactic
were all
ley lines.
obsessed with the galactic ley lines.
Yeah. They had to do stuff with the galactic ley lines. Yeah, I guess you're right. I don't remember like what happens in it really. I just remember like the characters.
Fuck.
I mostly remember that hot cat girl. She was cool.
Yeah. Cool.
No, like she was a cool character. She was like active and badass and doing stuff person. But she was also attractive.
Yeah, I just don't remember much about that show.
Yeah. It wasn't great. It was like one of those shows that had a really strong first episode and then it just doesn't coalesce in the way that you want it to.
Like, man, another weird anime. I think we got them at the same time. Was Planetas?
Yeah, Planetes had like a really strong first like
a compelling
basically
concept.
season. Like it had like a super strong first season of episodes. And then it just stopped being about what it was. Like that was the problem, right? It stopped being about what it was about.
Like terrorists and stuff. And
Yeah,
was
like it
what
seemed
is-
like it was going to be
So
a show about like a guy's dreams and stuff. Like
It's an anime about people who pick up trash in space.
Yeah,
that's
but-
what it's like starts as.
yeah, but
Give me
but
a
it
goddamn
seems
bubble.
but it's great. Like and obviously, like done right, that concept is great. It's like
Yeah, it's a really-
these people who pick up trash in space, but they have like this really cool sense of like wonder about what they're doing, even though it seems so mundane. You know, that was rad. And then it feels like halfway through production or whatever, they got like self-conscious about their mundane idea.
This frame
they
rate is
had.
not okay.
They got like self-conscious about their mundane idea that they had, and so they decided to spice it up by having terrorists attack, and then the rest of the show is about just like some stupid conflict with some terrorists that has nothing to do with the themes that were established early on.
Yeah, it's just really. It takes a really weird turn.
Yeah. And it doesn't end well even. It has like a shitty ending. Like we kept watching it hoping that it would like, you know, trusting it to come back around to something, and it just doesn't. It's weird.
Yeah.
You know what's a really good anime though that I was super surprised by how good it was? I kept being like skeptical about it the whole time we were watching it.
What?
Fucking Haruhi.
Oh
The
yeah.
Melancholy of Haruhi Suzumiya. That anime rocks. That anime is one of the best anime.
The endless
I wanna,
Day is
like-
like one of the weirdest things.
But it's like the next time we watch it, I would totally watch The Endless Eight again.
Yeah.
I would totally
You
just
have
sit there
to,
and watch
right?
the. Yeah, that's like the point of them.
It's like the where it gets
It's where shit gets raw.
bubble 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 gum bubble gum bubble. Damn it. God
It's-
damn it.
It's like, man, that show is so good. I think one of the pillows that our friend Charlie has is a Haruhi pillow.
She would have a heart. Another
Yes, she would.
one of them high schoolers. That's what.
Do you
That's what I'm
remember-
saying about
Do you
that. Is
remember
that
when
like,
we were talking to her about the Oculus Rift
oh yeah.
and about that like game where you can look up high school girls' skirts or whatever, and she just got this like dreamy look on her face.
Yeah.
That was great. Yeah.
Kind of wants an Oculus now.
Yeah, you sold her on an Oculus Rift.
Give me a bubble. What am I supposed to do without a bubble? There's
There was a bubble right there.
Okay, like. Is it just random?
I think so.
Just based on like.
Or maybe like you're
Like,
taking
time it
slightly
wrong?
different amounts of time to get there, and you're fucking it all up.
That's what I'm
because of
saying.
that.
It's just like I don't get how I'm supposed to time that part of
Yeah.
it.
You're supposed to suck less. Yeah, we had this period where we watched like a bunch of anime. Basically, I had seen a few shows that I liked. Like I'd seen like Cowboy Bebop or whatever, and thought it was really good. And I asked our friend Patrick, who was really into anime. He had like wall scrolls with topless anime chicks on his bedroom walls, which I thought was rad when I was 15. I asked him, hey, I don't want anything for Christmas. Tell me all the anime that are really good, and I'll ask my parents for all of them on DVD, and that's how I'll watch a shitload of anime. And so I did that, and he sent me like the greatest list of all time, it turns out, apparently. He sent me like, it was like Evangelion and Trigun and, you know, just like a bunch of our favorite shows ever. Like a bunch of what became the best things that we've ever seen in terms of stuff that's come from Japan. And we watched all of those, and then we watched a few, like we started branching out and finding more anime to watch that was really good. And then it just kind of ran dry. Like there's a million animes. Like there's so many shows. Like Japan's economy is retarded. Like they just have a fucking million things. And most of them are terrible. Like we've tried watching a lot of anime and most of it is shite. Most of it is total shite.
It was basically around 2006, I think, that we
Yeah.
did that, and it was super awesome.
You know,
'cause
just
we-
like 9 years ago.
yeah, 'Cause like I hadn't seen like any anime except for like some Dragon Ball Z and Pokemon.
Yeah.
Um,
Oh my god, dude.
I'm just like done with this level. Like,
Are you absolutely certain that's the only way to go?
pretty sure. And I don't see any other bubble things along the way.
Like, the thing is, maybe don't waste your time getting that 10 ring thing, because that takes like a good fucking 5 seconds to do. Like, who cares about 10 rings? Just, like, do this faster, and then you'll have more time to wait for a bubble to happen when you get here. Prioritize doing that quickly. But yeah, it seems like there's no more good anime. I'm sure there is, we just have to find it. And everybody's got dumb opinions about things, so you can't trust them. Like, you know, Charlie and some other people are all into fucking Sword Art Online, which is total shite. Super stupid.
Yeah. Sword Art Online and that one
And,
show, Attack on Titan.
Attack on Titan, which is just... Attack on Titan is just Game of Thrones. That's another unpopular opinion we have. We don't like Game of Thrones. Everybody else fucking thinks it's the best thing ever. Game of Thrones is stupid. It's super predictable. It's predictably unpredictable. Like, yeah, of course that character's gonna die. And, like, I don't care about being surprised in stories and stuff. Yeah, there was totally a bubble, wasn't there?
No. Now there's a bubble. Those medium-sized bubbles aren't bubbles.
Maybe, try
Like, I could go the other way, but I don't...
Try going the other way, and then also, another thing you could do is try dying and not loading your save state, just continuing from the last checkpoint you got, because maybe the timer is just all fucked up, and what's supposed to happen is you're supposed to die, and then the next time you do it, the timer's realigned. So, like, it's more likely that it'll be easier to get through, you know?
Maybe. Or I could just, like... try and pay attention to, like, when I get there. I have to get there in a certain amount of time, like... The funny thing about you is you, like, condemn everyone else's way.
I have not said a word.
I don't think that's true. And, like, snorting is, like, basically saying a word. And you normally say a lot of words.
Okay, what's the thing about me? Tell me what. Please
Just
tell
like,
me more.
You will do the exact same kinds of things and just, like, think that it makes sense. Like
when I'm playing a video game?
Yeah.
I'm not saying,
Just
like, do you
because-
mean in life in general, or are we just talking about
Well,
video games right now?
I don't know, it could be anything, but, like, just, like, you're extremely critical of, like, say, the way I play Sonic or whatever. Where...
See, the thing about that is, what you're saying right now is that I'm a hypocrite. And the thing about that is that doesn't matter at all.
It does, like...
Being a hypocrite
It doesn't
has
mean you're
no
wrong.
bearing
It doesn't...
Yeah.
It doesn't mean you're wrong, it just means...
That I'm a douchebag?
That you're a douchebag, and, like...
But I'm sometimes a right douchebag.
I don't think you're... I'm like... That's true.
What am I saying? What do you think I'm saying to you? Like, I don't have a suggestion right now. I don't know what to do here. You should make a save state right now.
You're just saying...
Like, if that took you so many tries, you should fucking, like, holy shit. And instead you're just gonna, like, not, and then die.
You feel free. Feel free to make a save state, dude. I'm trying to play.
But, like, you were just standing there, and then you tried to get out.
In a totally unsafe spot.
No, like, in the water, you could have just stood there and made a save state real quick.
In a totally unsafe spot.
It wasn't totally unsafe in the water.
And I would have just made a save state in a place that, like, I would die immediately after, and then be totally fucked. Like,
I like how your argument is like, yeah, if I had done that, I would have just fucked it up real bad. So that's why I didn't do it.
I'm saying that would have fucked it up. Not I would have fucked it up. That thing that you're telling me to do is a dumb thing.
I didn't, but going back to what I was about to say, I haven't said a word to you about this sequence. Like I don't know what to do. Yeah, this is some bullshit. Like, what do you want from me? Like, what do you want me to be doing right now? Like, as far as I can tell, yeah, you're fucking up sometimes, but that has no effect on whether or not a bubble spawns. Like, I'm laughing at you being, like, I'm laughing at things that you're objectively doing wrong. Like, you just fuck up a jump, and I laugh at that. I'm not implying with my laugh that because you fucked up that jump, you're now not gonna get that bubble. Like, I have no idea what effect it's gonna have.
Final zone.
Bubble. Fucking save state, son. Jesus.
I'm just saying.
Are we about to beat this game?
I think so. Maybe. That's
I
what
almost feel
Final
like
Zone would imply.
Okay, so I'm not saying that, like, playing Sonic is akin to slavery, but I almost feel like a slave that has been freed.
Yeah.
Or is about to be freed. Maybe this is impossible.
I'm pretty sure this is impossible. Okay, so pink balls of doom. Don't get hit by them. Pink balls of doom. Don't get hit by them. Smashy smash. Pink balls of doom. Don't get hit by them.
You know who, you know what kind of person talks to themselves while they're trying to solve a problem? Children.
You know what other kinds of people do? Hey, there's Eggman. Let's Players. Let's Players talk. You're supposed to smash that. Let players talk while they're doing things, so it's not just a video of someone playing a game. Pink balls of doom. Don't get hit by them. Eggman's right there and I can't get to him. Pink balls of doom. Where's he gonna be this time? Oh, he's right there again.
I think you're stupid right now. Like, I think you're supposed to be hitting him in that second bit.
I can't hit him when he's on the other side of it, though.
Huh. This seems like a shitty boss fight.
This is stupid. This is like ridiculous. So all I'm saying is I can feel your stare. I can feel your stare.
What's that from again?
I don't know. It's from
I feel your
though.
stare. Feel your stare.
I can feel you looking at it.
No, he says I can feel your stare.
Yeah, it's some. It's like.
I'm trying to. I feel like I'm seeing so many different people doing that in my head, and that's not
who they are.
That's not who they are. Yeah, I'm just like seeing Ben Stiller do that, and it's totally not Ben Stiller.
This is the weirdest thing. Like, what is even happening? Like, this is a weird trap for Eggman to have set for us, for Sonic.
Come down this, Oh, I can feel your look. That's what he says. What is that guy?
I don't know, man.
Oh, Pulp Fiction. We just watched that the other night again.
Yep, that's totally what it is. Did I just win?
It's
Oh!
It's when
Eggman! Eggman!
It's when Jules and Vincent are like arguing about a thing, and Vincent is like, "Come on, man! I can feel your look."
Look at all the flickies. They're so wild and free.
Are you doing this right now? Or
I'm not doing anything.
Just frolicking with the animals.
Sonic the Hedgehog.
Come on, step it up.
Team step.
Man, we legitimately beat this game.
We totally 100% legitimately beat this game.
My God, we should not do that again. Let's not commit to playing an entire game that we don't care about playing all of.
Yeah. Why don't we play Sonic? We don't like.
I don't know. I
Sonic.
think the way we're thinking about it is, all right. So there's like this many levels. We can probably do like half of this game in an hour. Yeah.
Like, I like Sonic. It's something that I remember playing, and it's like part of my childhood. But I don't care about it. Really.
I remember Sonic from that time, like a year ago. I watched Run Button play all the Sonic games. That's what I remember Sonic from.
I played a bunch of Sonic, so it's something I wanted to play. But like, I didn't need to beat Sonic. Clearly, I'm not good enough to beat Sonic in a timely manner.
Clearly. So thanks for wasting all of our fucking time. Bro. Man. That music, though.
That music is pretty good. Like, damn.
It's like, damn.
Man, that was
an experience.
That was nefarious and... What? That's a thing you can do?
You just didn't even try that because you're stupid.
Why would I have tried that?
I knew you could do that all along. I just didn't tell you because I thought that maybe you'd figure it out, but you couldn't, and I don't like you as much anymore.
I'm glad you have my back. Try again. Is that just like a dude? Oh, because I didn't get the emeralds. I guess.
Nice.
Yeah, you didn't accomplish anything. Try again.
Yep.
Oh god. Please no, not again. Dear God, no. So what is it? So we have Oregon Trail next?
Yeah, I think Oregon Trail is the very next thing. So that'll be cool. We'll get to name all the guys after guys that we know. Fucking John died of dysentery. You know.
John.
Because we know a John.
That's the dysentery
That's like
game.
one name that we don't actually like have a friend who has.
Yeah. Weirdly.
Yeah.
Well, there's like a bunch of names. Like that's a weird thing to say. There's a bunch of names we don't have. I guess John is a common one that
Yeah.
you'd think we might have, but
Yeah.
we don't
Like we don't know like
we don't know
a
a
Chet.
Jack.
We used to know a
a
Jack, but then he
Jill.
got fired.
I didn't.
Yeah, you didn't. Yeah, we don't know a Jill. I don't. We used to know a Sam.
Yeah. We don't know her anymore.
Nope, I don't know that person anymore. She went to the Magic Castle and now she's gone.
Yeah, so Oregon Trail next. Fucking Sonic is done. Thank God.
Yep.
Big dumb
I
Sonic.
don't know. That was pretty fun.
It was fine. I just like
Like, I mean, I didn't have like I was just sitting here, like.
and I can just keep
I'm
doing it.
sure that was a harrowing experience for you.
I don't actually care that much, except in that like I have a limited amount of time to live
Yeah.
my life. Like there is life in every breath.
You say that you said this exact sequence of words in like 2
It's
episodes
a
ago.
thing that I think.
Yeah, but like I was when I was sick with the flu, I just like an asshole just sat there like with our Let's Plays on in the background because I hadn't actually listened through all of them, and it's kind of a weird experience to listen to your own podcast like a while after you've recorded it because you don't really remember everything you said or whatever.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like just listening to a kind of interesting podcast, and so I was
With
listening-
a couple of real interesting dudes.
yeah, some fucking awesome fellas. And I was listening to us, and you said that exact thing. You were
I
like,
remember saying that.
you were like, man, Sonic and stuff, and like I got limited time, life in every breath. You said that exact thing.
They are wise words spoken.
Wise
by-
words spoken by you.
No, spoken by a samurai legend.
The real samurai legend, Katsumoto-san.
Matsumoto.
From The Last Samurai starring Tom Cruise. Yet another unpopular opinion we have, that movie is awesome.
Yeah. And Tom Cruise is
And that Tom
really good
Cruise
actor.
is sweet.
that
Yeah.
might be kind of weird.
See, that's the
dude,
thing.
but-
Everybody's a fucking chump about that too, because everybody's like, fuck Tom Cruise, and then every movie he's ever in shatters box office records.
Yeah.
That means that all of y'all fools are going to see Tom Cruise, even though you think fuck Tom Cruise.
Yeah.
So fuck you.
Fuck you.
Fuck all of y'all.
Let's play over.
Keep watching our videos. Subscribe. Subscribe, rate, comment. Fuck you.
Survive, evade, resist, escape.